Hey everybody, Adam here for True North Wilds, and this is the Hookup. Today, I want to talk about Liquid Mayhem Walleye Attractant. This is a liquid scent. It's made with real minnows and garlic, and trust me, when you open it up and take a whiff, you can tell. It smells like a rotten tub of minnows with garlic. It's disgusting, but the fish love it. I can't say objectively 100% if this works, because with any liquid scent, it's very tough. You need to have an identical setup. You need to have two identical rods with two identical lines and baits and lures side by side, and do many hours worth of, seeing which one gets the most bites. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take the time to do that. Most people aren't going to take the time to do that. So that being said, subjectively, I can tell you just from using this the other day, trying it out, I tried part of the day without using this, and I tried part of the day using this on the same lure, jig and minnow, and it seemed to me like I did better when I had this on. It's hard to say if it was just the schools moving through or whatnot, but it seemed like when I had this on my jig and minnow, they bit at the same rate. I didn't get any more bites with this, but the ones that did bite, they held on longer. So they'd bite onto my jig and minnow, and they'd hold on for that extra second or extra half second, just enough to, set the hook a little bit easier than if I didn't have this on, and they'd nibble and they'd bite and then they'd let go right away. It was harder to set the hook. So I feel like this worked pretty well to retain the bite. I don't feel like it made that much of a difference in attracting the bites. But that being said, I did pull up this nice 25-inch walleye. I had been fishing without the attractant for 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so with no bites whatsoever. I pulled up my line really quickly. I smeared some of this onto my minnow, and I dropped the line down, and within 15 seconds I pulled up this fat 25-inch walleye. It could be that he was down there eyeballing my jig and minnow and wasn't interested until I put the attractant on. It certainly seems that way, but I can't say 100% for sure if that's what happened. But it felt like that was what happened. So I'm going to go ahead and recommend this if you want to bring the walleye in, get them to, maybe you're not going to probably bring them in from very far, but if they're already there and they're not really interested in what you're presenting, smearing some of this on, giving them that scent, it certainly seemed to entice them to bite, and bite hard and hold on for a little bit longer than if you didn't have it. The other thing, I was really hesitant to use this outside in the winter, because most liquids, they'll congeal pretty quickly and they're not going to stick to anything because of the cold weather. I was very impressed by how this held together. I smeared it onto my jigs, I smeared it onto my minnows, and in the cold it did congeal a little bit, but it congealed in a way that it still stuck onto the bait. And when I dropped it into the water, it didn't just fall off right away. It stuck onto the lures. I dropped it into the water, in and out of the water a few times, and it was still on the lure, so it didn't just congeal and fall off the first time. You definitely want that in a liquid bait, because you don't want to drop it in the water the first time and have it just wash off right away. That would be no good. So this did last in the cold water, which means in the warm water it's going to last even longer. So in the cold water it did fine. A+ for that. All in all, I would say, just from my experience using this and what I could kind of think and feel using it, it seemed like it worked pretty well. I would have no hesitation in recommending this if you are looking for a liquid scent. This seems like it would be a good one to use. I'm certainly going to finish off this tube of it and hopefully, get some more big fish. I would probably buy this again if I was looking for a liquid scent, and definitely gets a pass from me. So thanks for watching my review of the Liquid Mayhem Walleye Attractant. If you like what you see, hit those buttons down there, like and subscribe. You can check out the rest of my YouTube channel. I have all kinds of reviews. I have trip reports, fishing trips, canoe trips, etc. I have unboxings from multiple subscription boxes that you might be interested in. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/TrueNorthWilds. You can check us out on Instagram @TrueNorthWilds. Same thing with Twitter @TrueNorthWilds. TrueNorthWilds.com if you want to read about our adventures out in the Great Canadian Wilderness. You can also find the long-form review of this product on the website there if you want to read more details, specifications, and a little bit more of a complete overview of my experience with it. Check us out there and you will find all that information. So again, thank you for watching, thanks for your support, and until next time, I will see you outside.